Welcome everybody to Bedlam and Discord. Odd Jobs here on the DAT Network for the first time ever. We are excited to be here today. I hope you are just as excited to witness the tale that will unfold before your very eyes. Now, for those that don't know, we are a We're a Dungeons and Dragons 5e stream with a whole wonderful cast of characters that you can hear giggling off behind the curtain. Why don't we open up the curtain and reveal everyone who is here with us today? That's right, we have four amazing players, one of who is broken.
Oh no, we broke them already.
Lamar, folks. There we go. That's how we start this show. Let's go around. Top to bottom. I'm going to start with the person who's taking a drink of something because that's the most convenient. Jared, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. That was lemonade because it just fits. I don't know why, but
yep,
it fits. It fits Odd Jobs. Hey, I'm Jared. You know me as one half of the creative directing team over here on the DAT Network. Also, the real Gobshite here on Twitch, Rady streamer, and at Jared Hoy across all the socials. Craig points out that I got all the hairs cut. Yeah, it got too long to deal with, so I cut them off about an hour and a half ago.
Your hair was different the last time I saw you in person, which was days ago.
Don't judge me. But now I got a backlight on, so I can see like here and here a little. Whatever. Say la vie. That's gonna be it for me. I'm playing Ick. Or how deep do you want me to go into this, Nathan?
Just that far. Don't go any further. We're going to intro the characters in a bit because I know we might have some newer viewers with us, but that's great.
All right. I'm done.
Let's take it over to Wendy. And transmit. Great.
Cool.
Hey,
everybody. I'm Wendy Lee Zaney. I am also a variety streamer here on Twitch. You can also find me on YouTube talking movies, TV shows, and etc. Sometimes eating food on the YouTube channel, The Movie Couple, and I'm excited to be here. I'm ready. I'm set. I got my boba, but can we call it a boba without boba in it? Does that count?
Is it?
It's just a milk
went
tea
to a boba place to get it. It's just the milk tea, but it's more fun saying boba. Boba-less boba.
Boba-less boba? It is.
Boba-less boba.
It is disheartening. Sure. Well, while you go through that conundrum, Wendy, let's talk to Lamar for a bit. Lamar the con guy.
Having a fun too, lots and lots. My name is Lamar the Con Guy, Ellie the Con Guy. I am playing the lovable, caring, and sweet as a button, Luxodon Cleric Tano.
That's it.
I have an effort. What else do you want from me?
No, you know what? You did it. You were just
I'm good at fighting the sun's natural rays. What else do you need?
That was it. That's all we needed. Thank you. So Jessica, just include one of those things that you're good at the end, or a boba factor. Your hair got cut. Just something along those lines. Like I need that extra little tidbit.
Okay. I'm Jessica Kinney. I am playing Hasty Jane, and I am all over the place at Just Vessel 1, just doing weird stuff. So come enjoy. And I'm good at tongue tricks. I don't know for this.
Well,
I would like to take this opportunity to point out that we are a PG-13 channel.
We can talk about subtitles, but I can be able to do tongue tricks.
What are actual natural phenomena? Hey.
No, I can't do it. Great job, Jessica. My name is Nathan. I am the Dungeon Master for today. I'm an actor, improviser, host over at Swagbucks Live, the great trivia show that you can play from the comfort of your phone. So if you haven't downloaded that, you definitely should, because then you can hang out with me Fridays and then some other days when I randomly just take over and run the show. And then I guess now I need to give like one thing I'm good at, or like one little thing. Oh, well, hey, how about I go with the big news? I'm going to be a dad. Yeah! Like a dad. Like, yeah. So that's my fun news. We just announced it to the world today. So now you all get to hear it here as well. We are very excited to welcome our son in August.
Nice.
Can I suggest the name Uwu? That way, when like doctor's appointments and stuff, doctors got to come to the waiting room and go Uwu.
No.
Or like teachers in school.
That is a suggestion, and I will be sure to tell Lauren it, and I'm sure she will consider it for a long
Done.
time.
I'm already getting stationery printed.
Perfect. So here we go. That's it, everybody. Thanks for coming. No, we're gonna get down to the. Okay, really quick. I'm gonna just jump over to It's Lucas Martinez, who asks, how many channel points needed to name the kid? There's not enough. I'm sorry, there's not enough channel points out there because I've made the mistake of like suggesting ridiculous amounts of channel points before for something. It was like 10,000 channel points to get me to eat vegetables, and then nobody used channel points for a long time, and then all of a sudden I was eating way too many vegetables. It was the worst.
Scott Denuzzo's got some good advice as well for you, Nathan. Don't you punch that baby.
Wasn't planning on it?
I think he's talking about some mirror math exploits.
It's a good
Look,
plan.
I
It's a good plan.
I never did that. If anything, James is the one who attacked that child. That demon ghost thing in the form of a young person.
Talking about a game. Got you.
It was a game. Look, I'm also signed up as a foster father, so like let's not make that anything but it was a game and it was James. That's where we're at on that. Let's get into a story, folks. For all of you new players, we're gonna jump into the world here. This is a part of Faerun, but I've got a nice little bit of exposition to kind of bring us into this story and catch you all up, maybe a little bit to where we are at the moment. So here we go, folks. Along the coastway, just south of the Cloud Peaks, sits the small city of Ataraxia. This port for travelers coming in from the sea or over the Cloud Peaks through the Fang Pass has been refreshed. The passing rain seems to have brought with it a sense of renewal as the dust of the last month is washed to the river. No one is worried about the rumored cannibals and demons on Market Street or the large rat-like creatures breathing lightning and crawling on webs at the edge of town. It even seems that the rain draining from the streets cleared out the sewers, as there hasn't been a rattling grate or odd tremor underfoot in quite some time. Nestled in the middle of town, on a huddled street in the heart of the city where the village began, a sign hangs above a large wooden door. Emblazoned on the sign is a crossed hammer and axe with the name Odd Jobs in bright yellow letters. Sitting on one of the worn leather chairs inside the shop, a small gnome rubs sleep from his eyes, not fully processing the cloaked figures that just left searching out his boss. They should be back on their way of the mountains, he had told them. Unless they've taken a couple of days' rest after that long journey. After all the mountains, they've become an even more dangerous place as of late. But if you come back in a day or two, we'd be happy to take on any work you need done. That had been enough to satisfy the visitors, and as the gnome drifted back to sleep, he hoped his employers would find their way home soon. If only he'd known of the road they'd taken and the perils it contained. Signs, mangled by the storm and predators of the mountains, still marred the path. The remains of a few orcs on the southern side of the mountains, an unguarded rickety bridge, the corpses of 2 massive trolls by a few dropped pieces of gold, and the scorched carrion of some abomination with the head of a stag and the body of a large bird. These things would have kept him awake, if only he knew. Just north of the Cloud Peaks, a little bit off the coastway, sits a small ranch. This homestead bustles with life as it adjusts to the arrival of sheep and their shepherds. Last night, the bunkhouse was abuzz with stories and laughter as Zog and Orist recounted all that had happened as Boss and had met the newly hired herding team. Wait, was that really his old flame? He had turned as red as his shirt, so probably. I mean, how was dinner going in the main house? They hadn't heard any shouts or broken furniture, but they imagined more choice words between the two halflings. And what was that creature with them? I mean, that behemoth that just towered over them all. Tough gray skin and long nose, different than anything they'd seen before. It seemed peaceful enough, and apparently liked to drink. Meanwhile, as the sun now rises on the main house, a halfling, dressed in polished boots and a nice clean shirt, exits the master's suite and descends the winding wooden staircase, following the smell of hot cakes and bacon. The sound of boots on the stairs echo through the second floor, into the rooms of the 4 guests who have recently arrived. At the end of the hall, a halfling and dwarf share a nice room with 2 soft fleece beds. Ladies, why don't you introduce us to your characters and what might be going on?
Well, sure. Jessica, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go
Sure.
first?
I'm 𝙎𝙀𝘼𝙎𝙎. I am a halfling sorcerer, and I have just found the man who broke my heart back in my life again, and I also found his diary that suggested that he was not as malicious I had once previously thought. So I spent the night giggling and sharing the trials and tribulations of our relationship with my friend 𝙎𝙬.
And with that, I am playing 𝙎𝙬. She is a dwarven barbarian who is one obsessed with all things cute and glitter, and also happens to have in some way or another, a endless supply of glitters that trails wherever she walks. She leaves them on people she hugs and shakes hands, and you just can't get rid of, the essence of 𝙎𝙬, if you will. And while her and 𝙎𝙎𝘼𝙎𝙎 are sharing sort of a little bonding moment over 𝙎𝙎𝘼𝙎𝙎's old flame, 𝙎𝙬 is trying to solve the mystery of why Henry Twofoot's sister is so mean towards 𝙎𝙎𝘼𝙎𝙎. 𝙎𝙬 has an idea in her head that, well, she is jealous of 𝙎𝙎𝘼𝙎𝙎, not because 𝙎𝙎𝘼𝙎𝙎 is better than her in all the ways, but because she has interest of her brother. And she's going to get to the bottom of the story by reading the diary of Henry Twofoot.
Now, that is amazing. I do want to note, it's part diary, but it's like a picture journal. So, look at his, he does a lot of sketches, but then he might have, a couple notes to it or a poem or two that he has been rattling around in his brain. That is very good. So you're waking up, and as you're waking up and you've been talking about all this, and 𝙎𝙬's looking through the book, and 𝙎𝙎𝘼𝙎𝙎 is just looking out through the window like, what should I do? I'm going to quickly remind all of our friends back at home that this game that we are enjoying today, it is not just one for us. It is for you as well. You've talked about having channel points and all this stuff that you can be redeeming. Well, there are also other things that you can invest in. For example, you can invest in something called Get Some, which for $5 or 500 bits, you get to add a D6 to a future roll. So you get to say, hey, I want Nathan to be able to add a D6 to a roll. Or you know what? I want Nathan to be able to have to take away a D6. So he's going to have to lose some for $6. Maybe it's a lucky where we get to roll at advantage for $10 or unlucky for $11. Or are we going to add someone else to the encounter, a friend, maybe a foe for $20, a magic item for $25, maybe a little Bedlam for $30, or maybe a little Discord. So those last two are some wild magics that can just hit the party randomly or more directed. Ick, for example, has a permanent wild magic. If ever he drops, he has a St. Bernard bound into view, and thunder will save the day.
With
that's
kisses.
one of the
He forgot
amazing
the with kisses.
With kisses. I almost said with kisses. I was like that close. And I was like, well, maybe I would paint the picture later for people. And they'd be like, well, how does he save the day? But now they know. But maybe they'll want to stick around for those kisses. Those little puppy kisses. Who knows? Everyone likes puppies.
While we're talking about that, Nathan, Digital 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝙎𝙬 donated $30 to give Wendy a get some bonus.
Get
and to
some!
give
Thank
an
you!
item.
And to give
Ooh, I better
Ick
write
an
that down.
item?
To give Ick an item, yup.
Wow. Okay,
Oh.
so this, I believe, is the first time that we've ever gotten to just get a random item.
Thanks,
So let me
Digital
go over.
𝙎𝙬𝘼𝙎𝙬. I probably butchered the pronunciation.
Let's see. What can we... Let's see what we can get here.
We also had follows from Dharmasen, the Blacksmith, 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝙎𝙬, and some gift subs from Scott Denuzo. Thank you guys. Welcome to the Dat
Thank
Fam.
you.
Dat Fam Best Fam.
Dat Fam.
Dat Fam Best Fam.
That fam, best fam. All right, I'm trying to. I'm going through because this is for. Okay. Let's see if I like this one for Ick.
We got a Hasty Jane emote, kinda.
No, it's a sad sloth.
Oh.
That is not me.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. This is because this is the first time I've ever had to find a magic item. I realized, or I didn't have a. I have my generator here, Don John.
There we go.
For those of you, you know, that is so many dancing Lamars over there.
Spam those Lamars
Okay.
in the chat.
Oh my god.
Dancing Lamar is the best Lamar.
Yeah, we need more Lamar, folks. I need buy some time. Dance it out, Lamar. Okay. I think I want this one. I think I want this one for you. Because I also want to make sure it's not... The reason, folks, why I'm not just like randomly, totally randomly, is because Ick's a fighter. If I give him a scroll or a wand, it's not going to be something he can really use.
That'd be hilarious.
But it would be hilarious, yes. Well, that's not what I thought it was. You don't want that. You don't want that, Jared. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that I need more time. We have thrown Nathan. Congratulations, everyone. You've already broke me. I have so much
Is this
prepared,
because
and
you
I
really
forgot
don't want to
one
give
hour.
Egg an item?
I
Is that
just
what it
don't
is?
want him to have anything.
Just give my brother some
You know what?
stuff.
Fair. You know what? Super fair.
It is fair. I think I'm just not liking that. So I'm changing one thing here. The other thing is I'm going through randomly. I think what I need to do is this. I'm gonna, like randomization is fun, and I guess that's what this is. So, but a lot of it is, okay, here you go. Here is a spell scroll. It's like, but he's a fighter, guys.
I could take this opportunity to show you guys the electronic yodeling pickle that Crag bought me.
Oh,
What?
yes, please.
Yeah.
What?
It's an electronic yodeling pickle. Craig got it for me because I'm the pickle guy around here, apparently. I mean, I do love pickles, but it's just the pickle. Looks like a green poop, but you
Okay.
push the button. I'm gonna back it up a little bit because it's loud AF.
I feel like we need to homebrew that into an actual item we can use in the game.
And he got me a little pickle man that's on my microphone.
Oh my gosh!
Vicious mockery pickle.
Oh my gosh!
And a pickle pen.
Okay. Here's the thing: is I've got two things in mind. One, both are something for Ick. And I need Jared, roll me a d20. We're gonna see what happens here.
2.
Okay.
2.
Good start.
So now roll me. Now you know what? You we'll get to Ick right here. Ick is waking up, and next to Ick, which I must say as well, I need to remind our audience. Thank you for your patience as I went with the madness that you've already begun to throw at us. I want to paint the picture as Ick is waking up. So we've seen Glita and Hasty Jane, who have talked, who are still rested though. Now across the hall, in this wonderful, majestic ranch house, but it's not a ranch house, it's still 2 stories, you get it. Across the hall, with one boot still on and his jacket thrown across a chair, is a human sprawled in bed, still fast asleep, and trapped by a Loxodon slumped right in front of the door. So, both will... Actually, Ick, you're up first. Why don't you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
It's gonna be the 18. Oh wait, hold on. It's gonna be a 20. Unnatural.
Okay, so you were smart, Ick. You found the jug of water that's meant to like wash your face off, right? That on the near the bedstand, and you drank it last night. And because of that, you staved off any chance of a hangover from a wild day of drinking with Tana. And as you wake up, you see the quiver of bolts that you keep with your crossbow at your side. And in that quiver, you don't remember how you don't think that was a part of the troll's treasure. No, you don't think you've seen those before, but you see 5 glistening bolts. And as you pull one out to inspect it, each are of just a finer craftsmanship. The tip seems to be sharper than any others as you run your finger along it and just draw a little bit of blood. The fletchings are the most immaculate that you've ever seen. And you would gather that these, when used with your crossbow, would fly truer, straighter, and pierce farther into armor than any rudimentary crossbow bolt. You have 5 plus 2 crossbow bolts.
Ooh.
Those would count as magical.
Ooh.
And
Good job, Yondu.
now, if you ever run out, it's the bolts themselves. So this isn't your crossbow. Yeah, right? I saw what is it, an arcane archer ability where it's like you fire an arrow and it just disappears, but it would technically hit anyone in a straight line. Like that, that's one of the most Yondu things you can do right there. Yeah.
I'll get there. Eventually.
You'll get there. But for now, you have these 5 plus 2 crossbow bolts, thanks to the wonderful donation that came in and totally broke me. Ick, as you see this, and you have sobered up, what do you do?
It takes me a second to realize where we're at. The kind of quilting everywhere, the extra cedar chest at the foot of the bed, and then I see Tano kind of passed out against the door, and it all kind of comes back. I walk over to Tano and just kind of, I can't really get it. Well, it's not true. I did lift him. I did save him from falling off of a bridge.
You did. Miracle of all miracles. With the help of your valiant steed. That happened.
I'll kind of give him a little like gentle shake. Like, Tano.
Tano, as you feel this jarring why don't you roll a Constitution save for me?
I'm
Knowing
good at
somehow your character, you're going to. What is it?
That's a natural 1 or a 6, though.
Here's what happens. You,
First roll.
with this jarring from Ick, it finally, the dams burst forth, and you just projectile vomit all over Ick. It's like flying out of your mouth, and your snout is just flying everywhere, spraying vomit around the room. As you just empty yourself. You are gonna have, let's see, I feel like I'm gonna give you, for the rest of the day, a -2. I feel like with a negative, I'm like, that would affect everything. Your charisma's gonna be
exhaustion.
down. You know what? I'll give you a level of exhaustion. That'll be easier. You have a level of
That seems
exhaustion.
fair. Disadvantage on ability checks. That sounds fair.
So, Ick, you were fine. But, Ick, what? Do you need to roll a Constitution saving throw now?
Yeah, probably. Also, I'm googling to see if I can find an image of an elephant vomiting.
Of an
just to see what it
elephant
looks
vomiting?
like.
Gotta
Just
be.
to get an
Oh.
idea of the amount that's gonna come out at me. Oh, natural 20.
Oh,
Heck yeah. I love elephant vomit. I love it.
I wouldn't say you love it, but
You're
I
more
mean-
used to it than you thought you'd be.
yeah. So, Tano,
Well, it's-
you're empty now.
Well, good morning to you, Tano.
Morning. Alright.
We may have drank a bit too much of the whiskey from the back of the wagon.
Can you do me a favor? Can you turn off the sun for a sec? Very bright.
Like I haven't even opened the curtains yet.
I know. Alright.
I start taking off my clothes and like going to that cedar chest and pulling out like some quilt that's in there and just wrapping it up.
So, okay, you do that. You are now wearing a quilt, like a toga.
Yep. I'm gonna
Um,
have to.
and Tano, you're in a state.
Alright.
Like the music doesn't work.
Really quick, how about Glita and Hasty Jane? Why don't you roll perceptions? I assume there was a bit of a ruckus when all that happened. So why don't you just roll a perception to see if you heard anything from across the hall?
I feel bad for who's ever going to clean up this room.
Glita, I couldn't hear you.
That's because I was muted. She rolled a 9. Oh, Hasty.
Okay.
Oh, we're really
Okay,
hot
well, this
today,
is a
guys.
perception check.
We're
Like,
really hot.
Luckily, that's okay. I just don't notice.
you were staring out the window. You're fine. Neither of you notice. You thought you were like, Glita was like, yeah.
Huh?
Like, I didn't really hear, like, nothing to suggest. Oh, hold up.
It was a peaceful
Scott.
vomit.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah. So,
Favorite person.
Yeah. And oh yeah, I do. This hat is kind of a little more like that picture than I thought it was gonna be. So you do boys have a bit of a mess in your room. Girls don't know a thing. I will say, Lamar, because I think your senses would be heightened in this moment. You do smell breakfast from downstairs. You smell the bacon, that'll help. Or maybe it won't.
You know what? I think I need to get some carbohydrates in me. If you're all cleaned up there, I'm gonna go downstairs and
I'm all cleaned up. I'm gonna take these out to the watering trough and get. I'll be a little late to break.
Fair enough. And Tano just push himself up and brush himself off. Start heading downstairs gently as possible.
So, Tano, you open the door, smearing a little bit of the vomit around the room. Actually, no, you wouldn't, because you were in front of the door. That area is clean. And you head towards that big banister stairway. And so, girls, I think you would hear the door opening, and you would hear the footsteps, because there is a bit of a creaking to the wooden boards when anyone, it's an olden time house. So, Ick, though, you step out into the hall, and you would have you'll notice going out into the hall that there is a back staircase that you would assume goes down maybe to the maid's quarters. You assume they've got a chef, but you would think that the door will go to the outside as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down that back way, trying to sneak out and find a rain barrel or something to douse my clothes.
Are you trying to sneak?
Not like stealthy sneak.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I mean, I'm wearing a quilt, man.
Yeah. So you head out the back. Let me see if there's a. All right. There's nobody out back, but there is a watering trough out back and a pump. So there's a bucket right next to the pump that you'd be able to use, so as to not add anything to the trough itself in the washing process. But you are able to at least start washing things off. Tano, you head down the stairs and see the long table that Hasty Jane and Glita ate at last night, with your host sitting at the head, a plate of hot cakes and bacon in front of him, and what looks like a steaming hot cup of coffee. Glita and Hasty Jane, when you hear footsteps in the hallway, what are you thinking?
That knocks me out of my window gazing, and I guess I'd, say, hey, Glita, I reckon we should go down there. Sounds like the boys are up.
I think it's time for some breakfast. No, open the door.
All right.
Would I have seen Ick out and about wearing just a quilt?
Well, I guess the question is how. I'm gonna roll.
Has the smell made it to our room? Also?
There's a chance you saw him. I need you, Glita, just to make a perception check.
Let's go perception better than 9. Come on. Oh, it's a dirty 20.
So, this conversation's happening, and Glita opens the door and, let's get some breakfast, steps out right as you see what can only be described as Ick in a quilt carrying a bundle of clothes just turn the corner and head down the back stairs.
I'm gonna run back into the room, and I'm gonna say, Hasty Jane!
What?
I think Ick found a girlfriend.
What do you mean?
Spent the night with.
From last night, there wasn't nobody here but us 2 girls and that older woman who keeps the place. I mean, I'm not.
I just saw him exit his bedroom, and he wasn't wearing his normal clothes. He was wearing just a quilt, and he looked like he was trying to hide. They should rename this lodge like something romantic. I mean, you're here, we're here. Henry Two-Foot's here, you guys have history, and now Ick?
Let's see if we can follow it. Let's see if we can follow him real
Oh,
quick.
yeah.
Maybe we can
I wanna
catch her running
tiptoe.
out of the room.
I want to tiptoe after the direction that Ick went.
All right, both of you roll a stealth check, I guess.
Sorry, Nate.
I'm not.
Stealth.
I'm not.
This is
sorry at all.
fantastic.
21.
Oh. 7.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Ick is moving pretty quick down the stairs. And, well, I mean, I guess, Ick, really quick, roll a perception if you're gonna try and hear them. 21 is tough to beat.
11.
Natural 20 this.
So, you hear a bit of quick footsteps coming your way as you head down those back stairs.
I mean, why not?
You
Yeah,
can shoot.
no, we're just gonna stride, hold my head up.
So
Just
you
another
don't
day.
even look back. You don't even look back. You just kind of just open that outside door, and this is exactly what's happening. Is Hasty, Jane, and Glita looking around. Wait, am I doing it right? Which way?
Yeah,
am I
I'd be
supposed
the,
There you go,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah.
to- Just like that. And off you go down the stairs. So you see Ick again, just a quilt and his clothes, and you go out. I will say now, both of you roll a perception check again.
Oh, that's persuasion.
10.
11.
10, 11, okay. You don't notice anything else, but you see him head out the back.
I say we keep following him.
Yeah, let's find out who it is. Maybe they're on a secret rendezvous.
Exactly. We keep
So
following
you go
him.
down the stairs.
It's happening.
You get to the bottom of the stairs, you get to this back door, and as you kind of do the same thing, as you kind of like peeking out, you see Ick holding a quilt. How'd you wrap it, Ick? Did you wrap it like a towel? Did you toga it?
I feel like it was he just kind of scooped up and kind of wrapped, and he's holding it with the right hand. Got his bindle full of bile clothing in the left, and
Okay. So you see Ick holding his bindle and starting the pump for water as he just rubbing his clothes.
Is he scrubbing his clothes with one hand, or has he allowed the quilt to?
it's probably I just
give me-
dropped him where the water comes out, start and doused him
Oh, so you're just like soaking him?
for now. Yeah,
What should we do, Blita? Do we just watch?
Yeah, I think he's trying to make himself look presentable before he meets up with the rest of us for breakfast. So we'll just, we'll just make sure we're staying really sneaky quiet so he doesn't have to feel embarrassed about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just keep watching him, see what happens.
it's gonna be a very
All right.
boring show.
So we're gonna cut back.
Is it?
Is it?
After they're wet, after the clothes are nice and wet, I pick them up and I start beating them on the ground to beat the water out. Get them so they're not full of bile.
So the three of you are there. Lamar, Tano has made it down the stairs and he's at the breakfast table. And
Yeah.
Henry Lee 2-foot is putting a piece of hot cake into his mouth. He looks up. All right. Good to see you're awake.
Yeah. Get your see you as well. You got any more of that? And maybe like a quick shot of whiskey so I can be alive today.
I was wondering what kind of state you'd be coming down in. Sure. And he calls out to the kitchen. One of our guests has made it down. If we can get him a little hair of the dog too, that'd be nice. And short time later, you make yourself comfortable in the seat. And shortly thereafter, a kind little gnome comes out. Here you go, dearie. Enjoy. She brings a nice plate of bacon, hot cakes, cup of coffee, and then there's another shot right by the side as well.
Tana quickly downs the shot really quick. Goes down, thank you very much. Takes the rest of the food and just like slowly shovels it into his mouth. Slowly, methodically.
How'd you all enjoy those nice fleece beds?
I'm sure my compatriots enjoyed them a lot. I didn't quite make it all the way, but I gotta tell you, you got some strong doors in this house, you know. It's really very good oak. Good on my spine.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
By the way, Otto reaches into his bag, pulls out let's see how much does he have. He pulls out a gold coin. Give this to whoever is in charge of cleaning up the homestead here. I have a bit of I made a tiny bit of a mess. Some of it was it, but we made a bit of a mess in our room. Yeah, I think it's only appropriate that I pay for their time.
Well, that's right kind of you. I'll be sure she gets it.
Thank you.
Now, I will say none of your compatriots up yet.
Well, it should be, he's, making himself presentable for you, and whatever the other two are doing, only them and the gods knows what could be happening with those two. Could be anything between just taking a nice nap or causing a small fire in the forest. All up to them. I'm sure. Oh, by the way, he pulls out another gold piece. Their room's gonna be covered in glitter. That's gonna be just a given. You might as well go ahead and take this one as well. It's gonna take a long time.
Well, that is very kind of you. I didn't know from our traveling yesterday. I know we didn't get to talk all that much, Mr. I believe Tano it was, yes.
Yes, sir. And Lightfoot, Miss Lightfoot.
2-foot.
2-foot.
Henry Lee 2-foot.
2-foot. I apologize. I was toasted before we even saw the home. But good to see. He seemed to have a bit of a history with 𝙎𝙀𝘼𝙎𝙎.
Yeah, there was a bit of history. That's for sure.
Did she bake you any pies lately? Any biscuits, any pies, anything?
She brought me up the rest of my dinner yesterday.
You okay?
Why wouldn't I be?
No particular reason. Every once in a while when you travel a long time, sometimes you cook a little off. So just want to make sure that, you felt good. You know how traveling cooks
Oh, yeah.
are.
No, we got a great cookie is real good at his job. I know he was the one driving that other wagon yesterday when you met up with us.
Good. Good.
Yeah, no.
No. Appreciate it.
Got some good. Yeah, no. Of course. Yeah. What is it, sir?
Nothing. I just want to make sure he wasn't poisoned. Anyway. Yeah, we got this here. Now, as soon as my compatriots get back to doing whatever they're doing, do you know an easy path to getting back home by any chance? I mean, as much as I love the old outdoors, I left all my stuff back in the city.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Well, if your plan is to head back to Ataraxia, there's obviously the mountain pass is going to be the most direct route. There are two separate ones. There is that shorter path that far fewer have traveled lately, but it is more direct. It'll save you, I believe, about a day, depending on how quickly y'all are going. Now, there are plenty of people. You may be able to find a mage. I've heard whispers of it in the town nearby in Mayron. There may be someone who would be willing to give you a teleportation spell. I don't know if anybody is set up in Ataraxia with such a receiving port, but it would cost you a little bit. Then, of course, there is a way of the sea, but you'd have to get there first, so that would take quite some time.
By hearing the words teleportation and sea, Tano like, All right, we'll discuss it with my comrades. Give me a second. Let me figure out where these people are going. I'll be right back, sir, and we'll just grab a handful of bacon. Huh?
I will say, just as you go and talk to your compatriots, that there's no need to rush off. We're happy to have you another day or two if you need to figure things out. I do understand that the road through the mountains is long, and we're more than happy to have you here as our guest for a night or two. If you need to check out the town, or if you want to just have a little bit of relaxation before you head back.
Maybe. But more important, now I go figure out what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes. So give me 1 second. I'll be back. I swear to goodness. And he'll stand up.
All right.
Grab some bacon and he'll actually walk out of the kitchen and quickly just holler, 𝙎𝙀𝘼𝙎𝙎𝙎, where y'all at?
So, 𝙎𝙀𝘼𝙎𝙎. See, here's the situation: is there's a nice dining area and there's a nice small kitchen, and you two are actually kind of like just off the kitchen, like looking out this back door. Kitchen kind of like leads to this back door area. So Tano leaves the dining area and goes back to the front of the stairs. So you hear this kind of almost from two directions. One on the floor that you're on, but then two like echoing up through the stairs and then back down your side.
Oh, I'll jump. I'll
Just quick,
go, and then let's just say like little innuendos at Ick when he comes to to the table, and then we'll find out who it was. I mean,
okay, yeah. Well, be real nonchalant.
I'll walk back in with Hasty.
We walk back in very serious. Oh, good morning. I did just waking up. Hello.
Good morning,
So do you
Mr.
you go back
Tana.
up the stairs? You go back up the stairs to make it look like you were upstairs the whole time?
Sure.
All right. So yeah, Tano, you're at the base of the stairs and you like slowly start going up, and then the two of them are just like and they run up. There they are.
Morning.
Normally this would be adorable. Whatever little game you two are playing, I got a headache fit for a dragon. So we're going to play a nice little game called Let's Not Play These Games with Mr. Tano today. And the way we win this game is you two, 𝙎𝙀𝘼𝙎𝙎, gonna get in that kitchen, eat some food, be nice to our people, and we gonna figure out what we want to do next. Or I can just lean forward and trap you where you are until my headache goes away. We can determine if either that or your hunger subsides.
Well,
And
Hey,
hello.
what's your alignment, Tano? Just so I know.
Lawful effort. Neutral good?
I'll allow it. Continue.
how close is he to, like, how many feet away would you say he is from us at this point?
Yeah.
I think
Is
he would have
splash
like.
damage?
I think he would have gotten like to the top of the stairs, and then you all are at the other end of the hallway, kind of close to your door.
So I would just put my hands like this, like I want to give him a hug, and start coming to him and see what he does.
Tano's just gonna put his hand out, like where Hasey's head is.
Is he gonna do this?
Yeah.
She
he's
takes
pretty
it
much
and
doing
just
this.
pets herself with it.
You know, I tried. Lord knows that. You know what? I ain't got it today. He'll just turn around. He'll go back to the. Come on. Stop being weird.
Lena's gonna follow and she's gonna try to catch up with Mr. Tano, and she's gonna say,
Mr. Tano, would you happen to know who Ick spent the night with?
Yeah, he was with me on that. At least until
I thought we were gonna wait a
stop-
second. We were gonna wait.
Did you?
I say this to Hasey,
But did you hear what he just said?
Yeah, we got a little toasty and well,
I'm
things got a
sure
little
you
crazy
did.
and we went to bed together, but well, one of us did.
Hasey, I'm going to have two brothers.
What? What?
Okay, we're just saying something. We saw Ick presenting himself for breakfast for obviously whoever he was with last night. We didn't realize it was you. I mean, I'm happy for y'all. I get that alcohol makes us do funny things, but just a lot of stuff makes sense now. A lot of stuff is starting to make sense now. You know?
I want to reach.
Tano-
I want to reach out and pet Tano on the trunk and say,
Welcome to the family. We're happy to have you.
Tano was just gonna look at Hasey, then back to Glita, then back to Hasey, then back to Glita. Y'all lost the game. Y'all really lost the game we was playing. Bad. Bad.
Were we invited to the game?
It's a game for boys.
Yeah, it's not going away. I don't want to be on the game.
yeah, we can't be on that game.
Yeah, but if you want to be in the game, you can be in the game. There's no problem.
Yeah, we'll
What?
play any kind of game. That's fine. We don't judge your game.
Nope. And Tano's just gonna turn around and go back to the kitchen. He's just not. Nope.
He's embarrassed. They're
Yeah,
embarrassed.
we came on too strong. I shouldn't have said the
No,
thing about
let's just.
welcome to the family and like having two brothers. It was too soon. We should have let them
Yeah.
tell us on their terms.
That's true. Let's just let it
We
be.
just forget it. We'll forget about it. We just won't mention it until they
Yeah.
bring it up. Okay.
It's new. It's new for them too, so I'm sure they're figuring it out.
Exactly. Give them time.
Wait till that fanfic comes out.
So,
What's happened?
Oh my god!
Okay.
Oh god!
Lucas is already sketching away.
oh no, we don't have that shortcut here, Jared.
Yeah.
It's it carrying Tano across. A scene from The Bodyguard. Tano's
So,
just gonna go back to his chair in the kitchen and sit down like nothing happened.
Yeah, so Tano makes his way down to the dining room. This guy pulls his chair back out. Ick, why don't we go back to you just to check in with how this clothes cleaning is going?
Yeah. I've realized I don't have a way to dry these quickly.
I realized that as soon as you said I soaked my clothes.
Oh no.
I'll find a banister or a line, ideally, and just like whip them up. Like I won't
There's a
spread them
clothesline
out.
out back.
Yeah,
There's a clothesline out back for sure.
but I won't spread them out or anything, and I'll just, over in a clump, like they dry unevenly, and what's it? Do it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
The clothesline is like sagging more because it's not spread out. It's like all just in one spot.
Oh yeah,
And like the post it's on comes up a little bit. But you're fine, like it's all there.
yeah, that'll do it. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I walk.
Now, Nick, really quick, I want to assume you've got your boots on, right? Like it's just
Yeah.
boots and a blanket?
Yeah. I'm just gonna go to the breakfast table, sit down, pour some coffee, look around, take in.
I just want to really quick copyright Boots and a Blanket as my country western album.
Boots in a blanket.
Also, I just wanted to point out that Lucas Martinez said it's just Tano in the art pose from Titanic. That just really makes me giggle.
Draw me like one of your
Draw me like one of your
Thank you.
Lexodons.
Draw me like one of your elven girls.
Yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm sitting at the table. Hasty Jane and Glita, you followed down, right?
Yeah.
So you two make it, and Henry loses a little. Sees you, Hasty Jane and Glita, and looks like the rest of our guests are starting to show up. Falls out to the kitchen, and quickly a couple plates are brought out with, again, some hot cakes and eggs, a couple cups of coffee, and then Ick, just a little, as she's setting the plates, she turns around to see Ick and startles and drops the empty tray. Oh, mate, all right, well, hello there, sir. Did you need me to do any washing for you?
Oh, there was an accident. I've already put it up on the line out back. Thank you, though. Just need to wait
Sorry
for
to
it
hear
to
you
dry.
had an accident. Didn't we? All right, well,
Oh, I
if
did
you need
not
any
have
help.
an accident. This gentleman here, and I point over to Tano, had the accident. I just happened to be in the line of fire at the time.
Good to know. So,
For the record, if this were on my channel still, that would have been a totally different dialogue.
so
So good. It's so good.
like, this is what they call farce. Like, this is like
I can't.
the best kind of comedy. It's just nothing's happened, but it's all what is implied and what is being said. Yep, you're right, Lucas. All of it began because Lamar rolled a 1.
Oh God.
First roll on the network.
Dice tell the
So
story.
glad we're back. So glad we're back. Okay, here we go.
Oh my god.
Oh,
This
I
is
was
what
ready.
storytelling can be, folks.
Oh,
Well, as the kind old gnome heads off to the kitchen to grab you a plate of breakfast, Ick, Henry Lou looks over and he's like trying to make eye contact and making it like it's not weird, but it's weird for him. But all right. We did. I may have some clothes that fit you if you need, or can check in the bunkhouse if any of the boys have an extra spare set of clothing.
Oh, I'd take that as a kindness. Surely.
Oh, I can.
Anything that does
you know,
not smell like 𝙎𝙀𝘼𝙎𝙎.
that should be most of Well, we've got a couple trunks around in one of the rooms upstairs, and so excuse me, I'll go look. And so you hear his booted feet go up the stairs and past the master, and then a door opens, and you just hear, "Dear Lord!" Oh, I understand.
What do you think happened?
And you just hear the door slam, and he's like, and then another door opens, and you just hear him walk into that room, and some rustling for a little bit. And y'all have anything you need to talk about?
Gleda, he's never even seen anything like it before. That's probably why they're so embarrassed. Because it was out of control.
Yeah, it's just so new. We just have to do everything we can to make them feel comfortable and to let them know without saying it that it's okay.
This is a safe place.
We're okay
safe
with
place.
it.
Yep.
Yes. And if anyone says anything else otherwise, I'll glitter and stab.
What are you two going on about?
What? Not.
I'm going to stand up and hug. Wait, is he wearing clothes?
No, I'm in a blanket.
Yes.
It's fine. We got like a brotherly sisterly thing going on. he knew my brothers. It's fine. I give him a big hug, and I would just say,
I will always love you no matter what.
And I'm gonna sit down and have my breakfast.
Okay.
I just wink.
Tana goes,
I don't. What?
know.
Next time you're hanging out with Tana when he drinks.
What? Next time.
Wait, what did he say?
Tell me.
Gonna enjoy my
Game's like,
coffee.
where are they keeping the stuff?
Enjoy my coffee.
I love a good coffee talk. Let's chat it out.
I don't think I'll be drinking anytime. I don't think I'll be drinking again for a while.
Now, Ick, you do have information if you want to share, or Tano. Or you could just focus on your breakfast.
Information.
You know what?
Oh. Well, hello, everybody. So, our fine friend here has actually offered us a little bit of lodging if we wanted to take a small vacation and go around town, and instead of going directly back to that mountain that tried to kill me. I know we saved some hours by going the fastest route, I believe. So, we're all set. If we want to, relax for a little bit. Maybe, get to know one another, get to know old friends and stuff. As he looks between 2-Foot and Hasty, and stay far away from poisons.
I say I forgot something up in my room, and I go up to try to find Henry Lou. Get a moment alone.
Okay. So you go up the stairs, and Henry Lou is there's 3 bedrooms upstairs. You and Glita have one. Boys had one, or there's 4 bedrooms. 3 that aren't the master. He's in the one that was not occupied by the party last night, and you see him setting out a few items of clothing, very bright. You know that again that he comes from more he's got means, right? Like they're a pretty big family, and they've got this empire. So the clothing he's laying out is considered fashionable, and you're just picturing Ick putting it on as just not something he's used to. There's little ruffles around the collar and the ends of the sleeves. There's a very bright kerchief.
I would do a little knock on the door to let them know I'm there and say, "Hey, HL. Just wanted to say thanks for letting us stay here. Tano just told us, you offered another night. We really appreciate that. And the clothes and everything. I just wanted to say thanks."
Oh, yeah. No, hey, Jane, of course. I mean, y'all, I know you was all paid to do the job, but you got us our whole flock here, and that those mountains ain't what they used to be, so we're right grateful to y'all for it. And, it's the least we could do, especially after spending a night out into the storms and all of that. And...
I just laugh for no reason. Okay, and then I just go back downstairs.
This is the worst lifetime thing I've ever seen.
All right. He kind of gathers up the clothing and brings it down.
Tell Ick I think he's gonna really like the new clothes. It goes with his new attitude in life.
So Ick, you're presented with what can be described as the shirt from Seinfeld, as well as
pirate.
as well as a tighter pair of pants with a bit of embroidery down the side of the leg, and he's also got a very gaudy overcoat with like a bit of velvet on the collar, and very wide cuffs that the ruffled sleeves would just pop right out the end on.
Well, I mean, I think my coat would be sufficient. I did not sleep in it.
It was on the chair in the room where it happened. The room where it happened. The room where it happened.
The room where it happened.
Well, thank you. Thank you for these. I will be sure to launder them before I return them to you. Now, if you'll excuse me to get dressed, I'll return very quickly. I run up the stairs. I bring the quilt with me.
Good to know.
Yeah,
real good to know. Yeah. Oh, the pants flare a little bit, like they're boot cut, but to the extreme. I want that known too.
So I'm like a pirate hippie. Pirate Jimi Hendrix,
it's like,
kind of.
It's like, yeah, you're definitely pirate Jimi Hendrix, but like with a Western flair. Like you could put on like you put on your hat. Maybe that fell under the bed or something. Or, and like it works a little bit. It's just not you at all.
All right. I slowly come downstairs, probably a little awkward because the pants are a little tighter. There's probably maybe a little squeaks, or I don't have like full range of my legs, so I've got to like take the steps a little bit at a time to be safe. Get down there.
Can I slow clap when he starts coming down the stairs? So I just want to slow clap for him. And I say, my granny always says, if it fits tight, then it's right.
Me and your granny gonna have some words, Hasty Jane.
So, Henry Lou Twofoot, just as you've gone upstairs, Henry Lou excused himself and just said, I need to talk to wonderful people that help maintain this home, and just warn them about what they may encounter. Give me just a moment here. He goes off into the kitchen.
You found what Tano did, huh?
Yeah.
I'd like to make it clear.
Yeah.
Tano did it.
Don't be like that. We both contributed to it, all right?
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, but I kept mine under control, Tano. You just let loose.
I don't want to see that, Ramsley.
Yeah, but it's not like you're like... You could have stopped me anytime. You could have stopped me.
Well, we were having so much fun on the wagon.
I mean, yeah, and we got real close there, I understand, but sometimes we're just having too much fun. You know, you gotta know when to, you gotta know when to pull back a little bit. You let me just let loose. Startled me. I wasn't prepared.
Well, Henry Lou
Man,
cuts
doing
in
this
his
PG-13 is real hard.
in case y'all get into trouble tonight, there is that at the end of the hall up there. There's an indoor bath. Y'all can always freshen up there, or maybe just It's on the ceiling. Like that's gonna be a problem.
Well, I mean, look at the size of him.
I think since y'all had such a crazy, rough night last night, maybe we should just stay another night, see how it goes, explore our feelings or whatever, and we'll go back tomorrow. Does that sound good for y'all, or do y'all feel like we should go back today?
I mean, I thought that was the plan. We got a day down to relax, or we get back to.
You guys need some alone time. Do we split up and girls?
Yeah. Well, we can make ourselves scarce.
Yeah.
Just take all the time
I
you
have
need.
known
It's
you
fine.
for a long time, and scarce is not something the two of you do well.
There is just so much to see here.
We understand there's new factors. So we'd be happy to go out and have a ladies' night.
I mean,
Lita, I'm sure there's a place around here that could use some extra glitter.
There is. I mean, town's just about a half-hour ride. Y'all need to head that way, or I mean, there's plenty around here. There's a creek nearby if anybody wants to prep a picnic for later the afternoon, or all sorts of things.
I'm gonna go and see to preparations so that when we leave tomorrow, everything's good. You do what you guys do. We'll meet up. I'll probably head into town later.
Are you going to be wearing those clothes the whole time, or are you going to put on your other clothes?
I don't know. I cut a fetching character, I must say.
You are looking pretty good, I just must say, Ick. Those pants hug your midsection just like it should. All the people that look at it are gonna love it.
You look like if you sat down too fast, your britches would show.
I'm going to get a drink. I just
It's been a morning, huh?
It has been morning doesn't cut it.
The
hour I've been awake has been...
The hour it's been.
It's Lucas Martinez is not wrong. This show is a little off the rails, but it's great. Look, folks, this is my usual plan. I plan for like a couple sessions, and they make it 5-6 sessions for me, and I just don't stop them.
Oh God.
Oh boy. Okay.
I say Galita and I would love to pack a picnic and go down by the creek. And that will be our plan for midday. How does that sound, Galita?
I love it. I think I can get more girl time in with 𝙎𝙍𝙀𝙈.
So that'll be our plan for midday.
So the girls are packing a picnic. Ick is going probably over the wagon and the horses, making sure everything's set for the trip tomorrow. Tano?
Tano was like, hey, let me help her out, and I'd like to stop by the town, just introduce myself to, town hall, and do my little job of letting people know that Luxadones exist, and talk to the mayor and chancellor and stuff like that.
So, all right. So you head out with Ick. Ick's heading towards the barn area. Look over the horses. You do as well to hitch horse up to the little cart you guys have.
Good horse.
And well, you know what? That seems like a good place to take a quick break. We've got our plans. The girls are going on a picnic. Tano's going into town, and Ick is making sure that they can leave tomorrow. So, we're just gonna split up the party real quick into those 3 different directions. And we're gonna be back in a bit. Why don't you guys stay tuned? We've got a bit of a break. We'll come back in, I don't know, roughly 10 minutes to see what could happen as the party splits up.
Oh yeah.
Take it away, Jared.
Greetings, I'm Under Stormwind, human cleric, looking for love.
Hello, I'm Garth Underfoot, halfling wizard at your service.
I'm Bigsby Loofaloo, I'm a gnome ranger.
I love a good mystery, and what better mystery than the female kind,
Down there's my animal companion. I recently got back from being trapped in another dimension. His name's 𝙎𝙍𝙀𝙈𝙎, he's a fox.
I once entered a haunted house just to better understand the demon's anatomy.
I prefer to keep things light. People say I'm a funny guy. Mick's honestly my best friend, so that right there's your competition.
I love talking about books, reading books, collecting books.
I haven't dated, what with being a part of the church.
Do you like books?
I like nature and being away from people. I fought a lot of werewolves and vampires, so I'm not really into fighting. I don't like money or things. No thieves, no rogues, no assassins.
Honestly, I'm open. I've met many demon-born people. They're very nice.
I don't have a house. I sleep outside.
You shall not pass my application to be your man.
Have I mentioned my best friend is a fox? I need someone to take the darkness away. It's real.
Would you like to hold my staff?
I'm all about protection.
Better give me all your gold, or I'm gonna gut you. You're making a big mistake, Val. Yeah, why's that? Because I control the power of the universe.
If the atmosphere at your table is less than impressive,
That doesn't normally happen.
you may find it hard to create those magic moments your players crave. Lucky for you, Sirenscape is available for download on your mobile device.
Time's up.
Now that's impressive.
First time. Every time.
Go to Sirenscape.com today to download your free trial and get the right sound for your tabletop games. And don't forget to check out Sirenscape in action every Friday night on Dragons and Things.
The Tale of Garand and Friends, Part 6. Dad Crag talks with the ghost of his dad, woo! While these fools loot the tools he once had, thieves! But to me I sang a song instead, and now he rose from the dead. You're welcome, and now we're walking in circles again and again and again and again. When I heard that we were going to the Lake of Singing Mists, I thought, great, that sounds nice, like a vacation spot. It wasn't. Guys, listen. Do you hear that? Well, at least we know we're going in the right direction.
What was that?
Stay calm, guys. Probably just one of the local critters.
You seem to forget that sometimes the local critters are flesh-eating abominations.
Hey, guys, just relax. Listen to the music.
Guys, I think we should stop and come up with a better plan. We can't keep wandering through the mist hoping to stumble on the way out.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Guys, where are you going?
Oh no, I should have known.
What?
Sirens! We have to stop those idiots before they get dragged underwater and eaten!
Ah! Okay.
Wait, Karen! They'll just turn on us. We have to take out the sirens first.
It's all you, Stabby.
Well, what now?
Don't worry. I got this. Count us some, bitches. Cool. Music, voices, singing chords. Frere Jacques, welcome to musical doom. Kaboom!
Ugh, good thing we have a bard in the party.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm not as good a fighter as Crack. And maybe I can't use magic like Marcus can. And maybe Alex is a lot better than I am at sneaking around and stabbing things. But I'm a bard, damn it. I am not going to be beaten by a pack of slutty singing cannibals. Buff me.
Really? Right now? Are you sure this is the best place for this?
What? No! Buff me! You summon your druid magic?
Oh, yeah, of course. Do me right now.
Huh? Oh, what?
Nothing. Just gonna go check on them. Yeah.
What? Chicken, bone.
So they ate breakfast. Pretty much what we've gone through.
It's about building relationships, Nathan.
Yeah. And now we're splitting the party. So, Scott Denuzo, I'm just like a paragraph down. I'm not turning to page 2. Yeah, it's Lucas Martinez. It's scene 2. Exactly. So, here we are. The girls are packing a picnic. And the boys are packing up the horses. Heading into town for a little day trip, just the two of them. Let's see where we're gonna start. I should have assigned something before I rolled in my head. All right, girls, we are going stream side. I'm guessing you took your ponies with you. It's about a 10-minute ride on a pony over a nice grassy hill down to the stream nearby. Now, you see a bit of a path carved through, as if maybe the herd is brought down here, the flock rather, from time to time as they kind of move the flocks around and water them and everything. But you pack up a little picnic and ride on down to the stream. Is there anything else you're doing while you're there? Are you fishing, or did you find a book in the manor to read? Are you just talking?
I would like to find a fun tree and start carving into it while we're chatting. I mean, I assume we find a little place to set up our picnic and then.
Yeah, you find a little shaded area. You got a couple trees that you set your blanket underneath, and one has a branch that's low enough that you tie the ponies to that, and that way you don't have to worry about them going anywhere. You brought over a bucket that they can drink from, and you've got your little dagger, and you're just kind of carving onto the tree.
And I would say to Glita, like, we're gonna really have to play this thing very sensitively because obviously they don't want to talk about it directly. So I say we just leave it be. Let's just let them be them, and let's move past that because I feel like they feel awkward now. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I see that they were trying to sort of shift the blame, and it's really nobody's fault. Things happen. But you're right. I think, we're in this town. It's not our town. These people we don't really know them, so naturally they're not going to feel comfortable. And I just want to be supportive of whatever they want to do. Whatever they want to do. We don't have to talk about it, or we can talk about it, but I think I'm going to let them bring it up to us. I just don't want them fighting. Or it's going to be a really long trip home if they're just fighting about it.
I know. You think it's cheesy if I carve their names into this tree with like a little heart and a plus sign?
That's so cute, but maybe we could be a little discreet and we just put their initial, and I'll fill it with some glitter.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Okay. And nobody has to know but us. Okay, so I'm just gonna start carving their initials into the tree.
And as Hasty is carving into the tree, I'm gonna kind of nonchalantly ask her,
so did you get a chance to talk to Henry?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I talked to him, but, I don't know. I spent so much time being mad at him, I don't know what else to be, and it feels weird, but I feel like maybe I misjudged him, but I also have a hard time admitting that I'm wrong. So I don't know what to do.
Well, I think, you know, this place is sort of like a symbolism of starting something new. Like, maybe Ike and Tano is starting something new, and you can kind of start, like, a new mindset of how you approach the whole thing with Henry. You know, so it's not like you don't have to stay mad at him if you don't want to be mad anymore. As long as, you know, he's not making you mad. Is he still making you mad?
Well, no, he's been nothing but gentlemanly to me since I got here, which makes me think that, you know, maybe I just let the sister get in the way too much. But I don't know. I don't know. I just don't want to get hurt again, you know, like, but that's okay. You know what? I'm here. We're having girl time. We're by the creek, and it's about
Yay.
Tano and Ike. So
Yes. And you can, if you
know what?
want to talk to Henry some more later, you can, or you don't have to. We can take the same approach, like we are doing with Ike and Tano.
What do you think? Do you think I should give him a shot?
I mean, does this mean you're gonna leave, you know, us and go and?
No, I could never just stay as a sheep herder's wife or something. No, he'd have to come with us. That would be his choice. But maybe you could make me all glittery before we go back, and I could go up this.
But yeah, and the little like sparkle in your eyes and a little bit in your hair, and we'll just make you so memorable that he can't ever forget about you. And then, as they would say it, then the ball is in his court, so he can have to come and find you, and he can deal with the sister himself this time. We're not going to talk to her anymore.
No. We put like a little flower in my hair. It'll be like the halfling contest. He'll like remember me how I was.
Oh, yeah. And no one's going to mess with your dress this time, or any of your clothing.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So that now we have a plan to go back.
Why don't you both roll me a perception check?
16.
6.
All right.
It's glitter in my eye.
So, as both of you are talking, you come to this conclusion, this great idea, getting all gussied up before you go back, and excited to get a chance to talk to Henry Lou Twofoot. When, all of a sudden, one of your two ponies starts braying and rearing back. And you notice that from behind one of the nearby trees, rushing towards you, is a gnoll. A larger, a gnoll that looks larger, more powerful than you've seen before, and we're gonna have to roll for initiative.
What? Oh no!
That's gonna be a natural one. So, and also, everyone, especially Lucas, keeps reminding me that I am still bald. I keep.
Oh no!
So, thank y'all for continuing to remind me of my baldness. I will show up in a bald cap at some point, but I won't tell y'all when.
You know what? Hey, Jane, I will say this. You were bald. You've gotten to the point, though, over the few, it's been a while. It's been a while since you went bald. And you've gotten to the point where you've got just, like, kind of almost Jared's length of hair. I would say.
Like a Alien 3, like, Ripley vibe.
Yeah.
You coming at me? Just because I'm older than all of you? Is that what's happening?
No, what I'm saying is you just buzzed your hair short.
I want you to have Lamar's length hair.
No, I'm saying you look like Sigourney Weaver. in David Fincher's Aliens.
Oh man, I wish. Ripley was ripped.
So both of you are, I get a little startled by this as this gnoll rushes you. And, well, between devices here, I'm getting confused. Here we go. And it will run up to 𝙎𝙀𝘼𝙎𝙎, and it is going to attack with this. It is going to attack multiple times.
Oh
So
no!
First, this short sword comes swinging in, and I believe that a 17 will hit you, 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝙎.
It sure does.
All right. It will miss with the second swing of its short sword, but in the final moment, it will attempt to bite you, and with a 19, its bite will also hit. So, the total damage coming your way, only 7 points of damage as it grazes just beneath your armor with one of its short sword swings, the other clanging off, and then its bite attempt just barely. It's that moment, kind of like when you're playing with your dog and its teeth just barely graze you. It's enough to draw just a little bit of blood and cause pain, but not enough to fully knock you out.
Hasty, look out!
And with that, 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝙎, it's going to be your turn.
Okay, I will. Can I do? Is it a free action to grab my great sword?
Yeah, you can draw your great sword and use it.
And if the gnoll is in range, I will attack.
It is. It ran right up to you to try and bite you. So it's right there.
As I swing, I will say, "You're interrupting girl time!" And I will try to attempt to hit this. 26, natural 20.
Oh man. Okay, so natural 20.
I crit.
You crit. So the way we do things on this show, what's that base dice damage that you would do?
I would roll a 4d6 plus 4.
So you would roll your greatsword is usually 2d6?
Well,
right?
It says on D&D Beyond 4d6 plus 4. I'm guessing that's because it's
That's because you crit. So here's what we're going to do, though.
Yeah.
We're going to automatically give you 12 points of damage. Now roll 2d6.
Okay, let me hold on. Let me just do that.
And then we'll add your modifier after that.
Okay. Oh, those are d6s. Okay. 6.
So you've done 18, and then what's your modifier?
Plus 4.
Okay, so you've done
18, 19, 20, 22 points of damage.
So this gnoll runs over, startling you both. And you, 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝙎, in a fit. I don't even think you raged. But you're just so astonished. And even though this gnoll is larger than usual, it thought it had to jump on you. The horses, you draw your greatsword, and in a wild flurry, just decapitate its head right from its head. And the body falls to the ground.
And then I just scream,
teach you to
"You're
never,
my best friend!"
This is why you never interrupt girl time! As glitter falls off of her
screaming.
shoulders. Ah!
So that was the improvised battle that I came up with. It's done. So Jared, I guess we can go back to just happy stream time music.
I'm gonna.
Perfect.
I'm gonna run over to our pony to make sure they're okay. Your Majesty, are you hurt? I can't believe I wrote
the pony just kind of does one of those like.
Is it okay?
You know, it's fine.
Unharmed?
It just
I'm
you
gonna
know,
pet
you know
it.
how ponies have a good sense of smell and alertness. It rolled a natural 20 when the gnoll had rolled over 18 on its stealth. The pony rolled a natural 20 for you.
Nice. All right. With that, I'm going to, with great sword dripping in Knoll blood, walk back to Hasty.
So what were we talking about?
As I pat more glitter into the carving on the tree.
As you ask that, and we leave the two of you having just seeing this. Let's go over where the boys by this time have made it to town. They're riding into the edge of town, gents, because they showed up. They had like 10 minutes, 15 minutes of conversation, and Noel snuck up on them. They dropped it immediately. Like, I gave you more than enough time to get to town.
God.
You ride in on the outskirts, right before you've entered town. You see the sign of Mayrin, and you're riding in. There, you notice an inn kind of towards the hub of town. A number of carts lined up on the outside. Some selling flowers, some selling food, some selling just socks. It's a small cart. It just says just socks. And then a smaller sign says, "Don't you love dry socks? Warm socks? Patterned socks? Buy our socks. It's just socks."
Hey, Tano.
Yeah.
You know where I could buy some socks?
You know, you ain't gonna believe this. There's an entire cart, just socks. Isn't capitalism great?
You know what? I forgot I'm completely dressed, not in my clothes. This is gonna put a damper on my negotiating abilities, I'm guessing. But let's see to selling off some of this extra stuff that we're carrying around this wagon here. Nathan, is there a vendor, like a armor smith or a general goods kind of vibe anywhere?
Sauce guy wants some stuff.
You're not seeing anyone in the immediate vicinity. What you do see, though, there's a what looks to be a half elf looking at you, standing near a flower cart with pale skin and shoulder-length red hair streaked through with white, cloudy blue eyes. They kind of raise a hand and say, "Hello, sirs. Are you lost, chance? New to town, maybe?"
We're just passing through, my good friend. Just taking in the sights of your town here.
Ah, yes.
All right.
Well, of course.
Sorry, not to interrupt. This is Ick. My name's Tano. We're actually looking for two things. Actually, we got some provisions we'd like to sell, and I'd actually like to talk to whoever works with trade in maybe your local town hall. If you ever notice, I'm a giant Luxodon. I'm not used to it. Just trying to introduce my people. Or, get some things going.
Yes. Well, I am surprised to see what I've only ever heard of. Rumors, really. But yes, the magistrate, the mayor, lives just in the center of town. You'll see the courthouse area, a big government building like looking thing. there's a small courthouse next to his home. His home has the offices within. And then, of course, depending on what you're looking to sell, the general store is just a few blocks over, and the blacksmith shop a few beyond that, and a number of shops near that area that you'll pass along the way.
Very good. Quick question. Is there a tailor anywhere? My fine friend here got some pair of pants. I'm sure is pinching some nethers that ain't gonna help him very much.
Well, yes, there is a tailor on. You'll notice our shop on the way to the general store. If you would prefer, they are it is a fine pair of pants. I understand why you would want them.
I want to lean down to this guy, and because I assume we're riding the wagon. I want to lean down and just go. He's always shaming me in front of new people.
I am so sorry. No, it is a fine pair of pants. If you do want them let out, there is a tailor, or of course the general goods store would have pants. That's a pretty general good.
And what? I didn't catch your name. I'm not sure if you threw it, but I didn't catch it.
I did not. Oh, but that is so kind of you. My name is Astra Vaughan. It's if you ever need, gentlemen, flowers for any of your suitors, I'm sure you have many. I am here at your disposal. And Astra will actually, with a flick of the wrist, pull a bright red rose. And as you're kind of still leaned down, Ick, just kind of put it in your lapel. And you are now even more bright and pleasant to look at than ever.
Well, thank you, I guess. What is it you do? You're just a florist? I said that like you're just. I didn't mean like you're just the florist.
They're rude. See, it's not for me.
You're the florist
Open
around
your
here.
mouth and start interrupting people. Florist. They got flowers. It's literally shoved the flower in your jacket. It's gotta pick up, man.
Yes, I run this flower stall here in the market. Yes, that is pretty much what I do, other than enjoying the entries of new people and hearing all that goes around in our town. And
do you deliver?
I could definitely put together a bouquet, and depending on how far it is, either come myself at the end of the day, or send a lad in want of a couple copper coin to deliver it.
Here's what I want. Here's what I want. I would like a dozen yellow tulips and one red tulip in this bouquet, sent to one Hasty Jane, staying over at the, what is it, the Little Feet? Dragon Feet? What's the name? Little Foot?
Oh, the 2 foot.
2 foot, yes. The 2 foot. But I'm going to need you to sign the card from Henry Lou 2 foot.
Oh, Henry Lou. Has he taken a suitor? That is something to know.
I'm hoping some things are going to calm down a little bit.
Astra pulls out a little pad and pencil off the ear. All right, that was a dozen yellow tulips, one red tulip, to one Hasty Jane, and just turns it around. I spelled it correctly, yes?
Yes. And if you could include a message in there. Let me think.
Yes, what is the message?
I've been thinking about you all night.
That's it? Oh, yes, of course. I will sign it, and I'll start putting it together now, and I'll see if I can fetch a lad to run it over there. It'll take a little while. I have to fetch some one of the boys who has a pony or something, but it shall be done. I didn't realize Mr. 2 foot had hired 2 lads such as yourselves.
What's the damage?
Oh, for a few tulips, a silver piece will do, and maybe an extra couple for the boy.
All right, I give him 3 silver.
Oh, no. It shall be there as fast as it can be. And Astra kind of turns and like whistles, and you see there's a group of boys just kind of like playing with that, you know, that circle, almost like a hoop, and they got a stick, and they're just kind of running it down the street. So they're playing that, and a few of them look up, and one of them, two of the larger boys, they really quick play a game of rock, paper, scissors. One unfortunately threw scissors when the other threw rock. Yes! Runs over, and you see Astra begin to discuss as Astra is pulling the best of the tulips together.
If we get ready to move on, if you're ever over in Adraxia and need a job done, just look us up. Odd Jobs. Yeah! And I urge the cart horse on, or I guess Tano urges the cart horse on.
Cha!
I like that you say yeah, and then there's just a bit of a pause, and Tano just looks at you.
Yep. That's pretty much par for how Odd Jobs is run. So.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So you've hired these flowers to be delivered, and as you ride away, Astra is putting them together while the boy runs off to, you can only guess, grab his noble steed.
Tano wants to go to somewhere, and I just want to go to the shop. I don't have anything particular to do at the shop other than sell some stuff.
Yeah, I just need... One of the main things I do is I just, introduce myself, let people know what Ravnica is, and try to establish trade in between towns back to Ravnica, my entire job. Other than odd jobs that I do for you guys.
Well, as you're heading through town,
I can just hop off and take care of the shopping whilst you're about business.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. We're across the street, basically, practically.
Yeah, you come across right up to a nice little cross street, and you see down the way, you see a number of signs, 𝙎𝑀, that has a few different shops lined up. You grab the mail and the spears and anything else that you had wanted out of your gear to be sold, and you start heading down that way, laden with your burden, as Tano kicks horse into gear, clippity-clopping down towards the magistrate building. Now, back at the creek side, we're gonna say you all have enjoyed your lunch, your lovely little picnic, and have started moving down back towards the homestead. You're heading back there. You all had a plan. Why don't you how would you go about putting it into the works?
Well, do we come across any flowers on the way back? Pretty flowers.
Yeah, you would come across a smattering of wildflowers, maybe some baby's breath, the occasional daisy or sunflower that a bird dropped a seed from its mouth, and the recent rain or the rains of the plains helped it grow.
Okay. I would probably pick some of the baby's breath and the daisies. I think a sunflower might be a little too big to put in her hair, but maybe I'll try to incorporate in her outfit somehow. So anything that looks vibrant, I want to try to take back with me to our lodging.
Baby's breath would go perfectly in the little stickies of my tiny hair. So yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
All right, so we're making a flower crown on the way back. So you've got everything you need. And if there's anything that you feel like you're missing, there's always the ranch that may have a couple more items. So you guys, you get back to the ranch. You have the ability to put away your ponies. You can go. I'll give you the option. Do you want to go right in through the front door? As you've ridden up, you have seen, the half orc and the elf and Cookie. You've seen a lot of those hands that you had ridden with the day before, as well as a few others. Just working about the ranch. They seem to be counting off the sheep again, making sure that, yes, none have strayed away from the pen. A couple have been pulled to start being sheared, and other chores are being done around. Some of the horses reshod, things that they are able to do right here on the ranch.
I would ask if anybody needed help, just because, they've been so kind, so.
Yeah, so you go up and you see the elf is kind of looking over the sheep, counting, checking on everything, making sure they've got the water they need, and he says, well, yes, now that that is very kind of you to offer, but we understand that you did much of the work bringing them here. Now it is just small jobs of peeling brambles from their wool and cleaning things off before we fully shear all of them. A few have already been washed and taken care of, but you must care for the horses and the like. If any of those things interest you, you may, of course, help. But again, you are our guests.
Yeah, I think Hasty would help for sure. She's a hands-on kind of gal, so whatever they needed the most help with immediately, she would do that.
All right, so Orist says, well, yes, all right, this one right over here. And they have a secondary pen, right? There's the larger pen, and then they'll pull the sheep over into an area where they can work on them one by one. Orist says, well, if you want to go through the wool here, check for brambles, and he points to a bucket, and then just clean off this sheep. That would be a beginning to helping us in the shearing process. Just be careful; they can be, well, sheepish. It's where the term comes from. I
would give a little laugh, but try not to laugh too much, like it was actually funny.
Well, I'll be around. All right, why don't you roll an animal handling for me, just to see how this process goes, or nature? I'll let you do either.
Oh, I got a 12 on animal handling, which that's gotta be wrong because it says 15 on the die. But
you have a -3 in animal handling?
No, I don't. I have a 0. I don't know why I did that. So let's say 15 then. I don't know why it's corrected.
15 is more than enough. You're able to keep this sheep nice and calm as you go over things. Just quietly talking to it, saying, yes, all right, now I'm gonna check behind your ears. Things like that. Just to know, just let it know what's happening. And you're able to get this sheep cleaned up. Takes a little bit of time, maybe about half an hour just to do the job right. Lita, what are you up to? As Hasty Jane kind of handed you the reins, maybe you walked the ponies back, and now she's cleaning up sheep.
Lita certainly would not be touching and trying to mess with the wool, because she's going to remember what Mr. Tano said a long time ago and don't want to get their sheep too glittered up. So she's actually going to try to be proactive and try to clean up their room where they stayed, and try to sweep as much glitter up as possible, make a little pile.
Okay. So you go into the kitchen area and ask the lady to borrow a broom. You are able to sweep up your room a good bit. You actually they are very thankful because they have spent most of the morning in Tano and Ix's room. She's like, oh, you know what, sweetie, that is just the kindest thing that you could do right now, because quite honestly, we have had a day of it already, and it ain't even much past noon.
Oh, what do you mean? I'm sorry that the glitter. I know they stick.
No, oh no, child. You are just fine. We honestly hadn't gotten into your room yet. We spent all morning with the boys' room, and oh my, it was quite a thing. But, after a good bit of scrubbing and washing all the sheets and just about everything in the room, I think we've got everything just about done. Them.
Oh, ma'am, if I may ask, if you can just be discreet and keep what you saw in their room sort of a secret, among yours people. I think, it's kind of it was a new experience for them. We think we don't know. We weren't there.
For me.
Oh, well, there's first time for everything for everyone. But we just want to make sure, these are our friends, that I think they were a little embarrassed about what happened. So if you wouldn't mind keeping it quiet and I just don't want people to start talking and making assumptions. Just.
Of course, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. I mean, it happens to all of us. It's
I agree.
Not in that magnitude necessarily.
Well, it's a new town. We just come from. There was a cave troll, and we walked a really long time with the sheep, and we made sure we wanted to deliver them safely. So I think there was a lot of stuff going on. That's all.
Well, and from what I heard, they had quite a bit of drink after all that on the way, so.
Sometimes we just need to release the tension.
I totally understand. I think we're on the exact same page. For sure.
Well, thank you for keeping it a secret.
Of course.
I'm gonna go sweep up the glitter for you.
Thank you very much. And so you're able to go and clean up your room. They appreciate it. They don't even get into your room to like clean it up at all that day. They just can't. They just
can't do it.
So.
Oh, and sorry, real quick, I just wanted to say thank you so much to Vodka Mermaid and to Ukodor maybe for the follow, and thank you to I'm gonna mess up all of these names. I'm so sorry. Silent Aichi for the subs, and thank you so much to Gary K532 for gifting a sub to our very own Jessabessa.
Silent Aichi.
Look at all that. Thank you so much, everybody. That is just amazing. Boys, we're gonna head back to you in town. Let's go to Lamar with Tano. He is pulled up to what he knows now to be the mayor's place, and knocking on that front door.
Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Knocking on the door.
All right. As you do that, you hear steps of what sounds to be just very fine shoes. You know that like wooden sole that you just hear that like clap, clap, clap on the floor? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sound is coming to the door, and as the door is flung open, you see just this fine long coat with a silk shirt and a vest. And standing before you is an elderly man who is taken a little back. He does one of those looking lower and then, oh, well, hello there.
Hello there, sir. Sorry for intruding. My name is Tano Bedlam, and I'm a representative from the city of Ravnica. And I'm here as a peacekeeping mission for not only to introduce my people to you, but also possibly talk about trade and possible trade routes between our two lovely cities.
Well, that, yes, quite surprising. Ravnica, yes, we have yet to have any visitors that I know of from Ravnica. Come in. I am Mayor Gunderson. It's a pleasure to meet you. He leads you into a nice little sitting room area that's clearly meant to entertain guests, and points at a lovely chaise lounge that you could sit on.
And I'll gently sit upon the chaise lounge. And basically says, yeah, you were saying?
No, yes, I was just going to say, again, we have not enjoyed any company from Ravnica, a good bit away. You mentioned trade and the routes we might take. May I ask how you've gotten here?
Well, my main job from the Conclave of Sinia is to actually go out to distant lands and kind of be, humanitarian missions, talk about people. I'm a man of peace and love and things of that nature. And basically we're just trying to get our names out there. And by the way, have you seen any other 𝙎𝙀𝘼𝙎𝙎 like myself, gentlemen or ladies, giant, tall compared to most, race skin, ears?
I think we would have noticed 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝙎𝙎 coming through town. I'm sure you know around here that is your kind are just becoming more commonplace. But we have yet to encounter that. I have heard stories indeed of your land, but no, not to my knowledge.
Well, good. I suppose I could be a good icebreaker for you people. Basically, I'm here to do that. We can start talking trade. Also, I'm actually here with a little group that we call Odd Jobs, led by a fantastic human named 𝙎𝙀𝘼𝑎𝑙𝑒𝑖𝑐. Very knowledgeable and steadfast man, as well as two, highly professional sorcerer and a definitely not litter covered barbarian who helps us accomplish certain tasks. So I was wondering, as a sign of good faith, if you had any jobs for us, by any chance, anything we can do since we're in town for the next day or so.
That is very kind to offer. I personally do not have anything on my plate. The occasional disturbance out of town, being so close to the mountains and what they are. But we have a small town guard that usually keeps us from that, and most of the other workers. Now, if there were to be any work to be had, you could always try the local inn, see if anyone is needing anything there. Many of travelers like yourself passes through, and some of the businesses take their lunch or short break there during the day. But yes, a Tono it was. I do hope that we can maintain a discourse, be it through the post or some other means. I'm glad to know you. And
very glad to know you. Actually, Tana will pull out some parchment and kind of hand it over to him that has the Oddjob's address, as well as kind of like a little welcome packet of Ravnica, especially his particular conclave, a little bit of light reading. And if you like what we have to offer, there's some good financials in there about what we can give you and what we're looking to get in return. Look that over and see if that's something that you'd be interested in. Trade's always good for the economy.
Yes, no, especially for such distant lands. I have not heard of much trading coming from Ravnica, nor going to it. So if we here in Mayron could be a part of that, would be
we're making efforts to spread out. You know, get you know, make sure people aren't scared when we start, you know, showing up and everything.
Of course.
We're rather large.
Oh, yes. Again, I am thankful for it. Is there anything else that I could help you with today before I go back among my merely business?
Yes. One, we killed an orc that was on the road, by the way, as you was wondering, from Lamar forgot where the towns are from. That city to this one.
Were you coming through the mountains?
Going through the mountains, I think we took the short route. The direct route, actually.
From Ataraxia?
Yes, that sounds correct.
The Fang Pass?
There was definitely a bridge that almost fell down, but once again, the human Ick, very strong man, was able to catch me with his mighty steed and keep me from dying.
Well, a man that can... well, that is quite something. Meet this marvel of a human, and... but yes, the bridge, that would be along, I believe, the longer main road, unless another bridge has been installed. I don't often travel the shorter route. But, well, the fact that you all have survived that is quite a task, to be sure.
It is. Well, I see that we've done this, and I've wanted to ask my question. So, basically, read that over. I'm going to go join my friend over at the general store, maybe stop by the tavern, see if they need help. And if you have any more words from me, please send a message back to my home.
Yes. And he says, one moment. He goes over to a drawer and he opens this desk and pulls a small scroll, sealed with his own. You would notice the ring that is on his finger. Your perception is stupid, Tano, so you get to just see whatever you want. You notice the ring on his finger that marks the town, the sigil, and it is the same as that on the scroll. And he says, if you happen to be in contact with your conclave, just pass along my information here that I too hopefully will be in communication with them.
Perfect. This is fantastic, and thank you very much for all your hard work. He offers his hand to shake his hand, and thank you very much, sir. If there's nothing else, I'll get out of your lovely home. And
well, thank you so much for the introduction.
Yes. And Donald will stand up, shake his hand, put the sigil and scroll back into his little satchel, and head on over to the general store, learning a lot.
Wonderful. So Tano's back off there, and Ick, if you want, if you want to really haggle, we can. Or what was it you were wanting to sell again?
I'm looking to unload a set of ring mail, 2 spears, 2 great axes, and a couple gems.
All right. So you've got some chainmail there, a couple of spears, and then the gems from the trolls?
From the cave, I believe, yeah.
All right, so... All right, you ready to take down a couple numbers?
I am... Yes.
So you are able, if you give up all of the gems... Now, I will note, the gems you had were 2 black onyx worth about, well, you have 2 black onyx, a diamond, 3 pearls, 2 amethysts, a garnet, a jade, among your collection.
Yes.
Let me just do some things around here. So
Random ass donkey.
For the lot of everything, you are offered 1,000 gold pieces.
We'll do it. Sounds like a nice, nice deal.
All right, so they sell you everything for a relatively decent price. You gather that you may have actually walked into the trading post looking as you do, and they may have just taken you as someone to not really be haggled with, someone who knows the value of a thing and gave you as direct a price as they could while still being able to come out on the other end making money. So you have achieved your goal.
If you guys are keeping track, you can add 225 gold each year. Cheap.
Thank you.
225 takes 10%. Yeah, 225.
Oh, 200.
Got that money. Got that money.
We're rich.
I have money.
You got a lot of coin.
You got a lot of coin.
I mean, I'm saving for one specific item. So.
I gotta figure out how to get my AC to be over 20. So yes.
I gotta figure out every monster that just makes you do strength and dex saves. Especially while you are exhausted. Okay, Lamar. Hey, look, it's me. That's my picture.
That's a fantastic shirt.
That's so amazing.
It's a great shirt.
Yeah.
Great shirt. Okay, boys, do you need to do anything else in town?
Not really, I don't think so.
All right. So you all make your way back to the. We'll say this: you all leave town. Hasty Jane. As you're out working on one of these sheep, a young boy can be seen coming down the road. There have been a couple of times where you've seen Henry Lou step out, talk to one of his workers, check in. He's glanced your way a few times, but it is his work day, and he is trying to make sure that these sheep, which have just come in, are in the best condition possible and continue on the journey of a sheep. At the moment, he is not outside, but this boy rides up on a small, very young horse. Not a pony per se, but clearly newer to a bridle and on the smaller side, so that the boy is able to handle the beast just well. Not too quickly, though, as you see in his arms, he is cradling a small paper-wrapped bundle. And as the half-orc kind of walks out, quarterstaff in hand, looking at the boy kind of leans over in the saddle, and the half-orc turns around and points straight at you. The boy just lightly puts boots to flank, and the horse trots up, and he says, "Hey, you Hasty Jane?"
Who's asking?
"Well, I got these flowers for a Hasty Jane."
Oh yeah, I'm Hasty Jane.
"All right, you've been served," and he hands you legal documents. I'm just kidding. What if? What if I did that? What if this all turned into a courtroom drama?
Objection!
Oh my gosh, I couldn't refrain. I'm like, daggone it.
Couldn't hold yourself. Couldn't do it.
Back and you're like, why couldn't I have gone with a Wild West courtroom drama for this season? Oh, He doesn't hand you legal paper. He's like, I'm just kidding. Here's some flowers. Enjoy. And you look down to see. Oh, yeah? He turns the horse back around.
Is there a card? Or who are they from?
Oh yeah, sorry, it's tucked down amongst the flowers so it didn't fall out.
Oh, okay.
You kind of open up the bundle a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is
you
the
see
card
this bundle
say?
of 12? You see this bundle of 12 yellow tulips, 1 red tulip, and it says, oh gosh, I already forgot what it says. It says, "Hey, Jane, I think you're." Does it say, "I think you're all right, all right, all right"?
I missed you all night, all night, all night.
Oh
That's
my
what
god.
it was. I missed you all night, all night, all night. And then it's signed. The name on it says Henry Lou Twofoot.
But I know he's been here all day.
Really quick, we have a first time chat from Pemberley, I believe is how you pronounce it.
Welcome, Pemberley!
Who had to let us know that I just led them on a roller coaster of emotion. I apologize. But also, I'm mad at myself for not prepping the right game. So we're all with you.
Because you clearly prepped whatever this is.
Hungover throw up.
I knew everything.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It doesn't say why there's 1 red in there.
Nope.
You know what? I'm gonna take the red one and I'm put it behind my ear with my little crown of baby's breath, and I'm gonna walk over to Henry Lou and just look at him.
Is there something I can help you with, Hayes Jane?
I just thought you might recognize, the flower in my ear, and maybe you could tell me what it was all about.
I mean, that's red tulip. What it's about is it's a beautiful flower. I think it's a symbol of affection.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then I just throw the rest of the flowers on the ground and I stomp inside.
I don't know what's going on in this place, but the last 12 hours have been. And then he looks up, and that half orc and the elf are just staring there looking at him. He's like, "Hey, get back to work."
Sorry, boss.
He kind of he picks up the flowers, a couple petals fall off, and he kind of looks at them and kind of carries them inside. Gents, a short while later, you're arriving onto the premises.
I would like to stop and see if my clothes are dry.
Your shirt is dry. Look, denim. I'm assuming your pants are thicker. It can take a while.
Cotton, yeah. Whatever.
Is he wearing a Canadian tuxedo? Oh, Gene.
I know what you meant.
Oh, Nathan didn't.
I didn't.
Nathan didn't, yeah.
I
He's
pictured
what's
a
that?
bear suit.
Need to watch more Letterkenny, sir.
I was like,
yeah, I'll put my shirt on. And I'm gonna walk around in wet pants. Yeah.
all right. They're not soaking. I mean, they're slightly damp. You know, like when you take pants out of the dryer and you're like, these aren't dry, but I'm not putting in another quarter.
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah. It's a little cold on my thighs.
Yeah.
Does a dryer cost a quarter? Where are you?
Well, to extend the cycle. Like, you got to start it for $1.50, but if you want to keep it going, you can put in an extra quarter.
What?
Or you can just
I don't
buy
know
that
that.
key from Amazon and whatever.
Yeah, those are things.
Yeah, they sell the unlock keys, and you just turn it off and turn it back on. I'm not saying do that, but do that.
I'm gonna have a baby here. I need laundry done. So
Yeah.
all right. So the boys are back, and you okay, Lamar?
We're not saying anything. We're just not saying do that. Don't do that.
Right. It's evening. Sun's starting to set. Workers have cleaned up for the day, and Ick is wearing slightly damp pants.
Party.
I would find Henry Lou at some point and maybe confront him and just say, "Did you not send these?"
I mean, I wish I could say I did. I didn't have time to go into town to Astra's, and I've been swamped
You
with
didn't
work.
ask him to send one red one to represent myself in a yellow bunch that I stand out, and you didn't know that, and then I wore it, and then I asked you, and then you didn't say anything. Is that? Would you have?
I mean, look, if I had sent you flowers, I think I'd have taken credit for sending you flowers. I think I would have. Look, look, I've been here all day. Besides, everybody knows that Daisy's is your favorites.
Well, I thought you were trying to say I was better. I was above I was better than it. So I was doing the thing, and I was like, "Oh, he thinks I'm better."
Whatever.
No, you just think I'm just a Daisy. That's it. I get it.
What I'm saying is Daisy's is your favorite. I would have picked Daisy's because I thought you liked them better. How is that? Is there a hierarchy? Is there flower rankings?
I don't understand your question.
I don't understand. Like, is there a best flower? I thought that was all objective or subjective. I don't understand the difference between the two all the time.
Well, all I'm saying, if you're going to send flowers, you send them yourself. You know what I mean? Don't send them by a fake name and a fake person, and then just don't even pretend like you sent them. So,
well, now hold
what's
up.
your game here?
So you thought? Wait, hold up. You thought they were for me? Was my name on there?
100%. It said.
Okay, so what you're saying is
they had your whole name. They knew your middle name.
So what you're saying is someone else sent you flowers with my name on them. And
why would someone? I don't think I wouldn't. Why would someone do that? That makes no sense.
Well, I don't think it makes sense. I would have owned up to sending you flowers.
Okay, so they weren't from you. So you did not do anything nice for me. I just want to make sure that's exactly what I thought. I'll go back to the way I was thinking. Thank you so much. And I go up to my room and I slam the door.
You mean other than letting you stay here and rest up and point you to a great picnic spot?
I can't hear what you're saying.
Lead us.
Are we all?
What's happening?
Are we all in the house while this is happening? Because I want Tano to be sipping on tea.
You're sipping tea. You're in the sitting room on another chaise lounge sipping tea. As Ick kind of walks into the front door with his thighs just like squishing just the tiniest bit. And he just sees Henry Lou standing at the bottom of the stairs yelling up like, "I sent you to a great picnic place and I can't hear you."
What's happened? Casey?
Oh, did you come up to the room?
Oh, I was in there sweeping up my glitter.
Oh, yeah. I would explain to her what happened and say how upset I am, and see if she would.
Dare he not think about sending you flowers while you're here?
Thank you.
I'm gonna go have a conversation with him.
Who's doing it?
Wait, hold on. Does this mean you have a secret admirer here in town?
Well, why would they send it from Henry Lou if they were my admirer?
Oh, is his sister here?
She's here.
What's her face?
Oh no.
Sabotager.
There she is. You know what? You know.
What's her name? Sarah? Sandy?
I knew she was gonna butt her nose in.
I knew
Now
it.
I'm mad. Now I'm ornery.
You were right to never forgive him.
I'm done. This whole episode is fantastic. I'm dying. I need some. I need liquids. I'm out of lemonade.
Watch my story.
But what would Scooby do? Wants to know what kind of tea is it, Tano?
It's chamomile. That's kind of
It's calming.
very calming tea.
Calming tea. I don't know her name. What is her name?
Sarah
It's a sister. Sarah?
It's something
B
little, I
word
swear to God.
Tufa is what I call her.
I thought it was Gracie.
Beth?
I thought it was Gracie
Lou?
Lou. Yeah.
Gracie Lou.
Gracie? Gracie Lou. Alright.
We don't say her name here.
She who must not be named.
Don't say her name.
It's not my name.
It's her house.
No.
There is literally a painting of her above the mantle, like her father, her mother, and her brother.
Ugh.
I can't. I
I'll
don't
sleep
want to
here
be
tonight.
here another. I don't want to be here another night.
That picture's gonna be
You know-
defiled. That's all I'm saying.
Hell, we spent all that time making sure their sheep got here safe and clean of glitter. I'm gonna go glitter one up right now. I'm gonna go scoop up the pile of glitter that I have swept into a pile, and I'm gonna carry it downstairs with me.
As
I'm gonna
you pick up
behind her.
As you pick up this pile of glitter in a huff, you hear the clanging of the dinner bell. That
know what?
kind little gnome who's worked so hard all day to help give you a nice little place, nice little clean
smell
home,
good?
well fed.
Does the dinner
Let's wait.
smell good?
Let's wait till
You
they're
smell.
asleep.
Let's wait till.
That's why I tell Glee, let's wait till they're sleeping. Here, give me half of it, and I'll put it somewhere. Yep.
I'll put the other my handful into my pocket.
Okay. And I'll save it. Come in.
Pretend like there's nothing wrong. We're calm. I'm gonna fix the flower on in her hair. We're just gonna go have a nice dinner. We're gonna talk about. We had such a lovely picnic. Who sent us to the picnic? Who gave us the recommendation to the picnic place?
Mm-mm.
Hmm?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Was it Henry?
Mm-hmm.
So he sent us to a nice location for a picnic where a gnoll showed up and attacked us?
Yep. Yep.
I'm done with him.
Yeah, now at this point, I think he sent us there on purpose. He wanted us to get attacked, and then he was like, I don't even care.
I should have glittered and stabbed a long time ago.
Trust your gut. Trust your gut. Every time.
Knew it. We don't, maybe we shouldn't do second chances. Just ever.
You're right.
We don't deserve it.
When you're right, you're right.
Yeah.
So as you descend the stairs, going to dinner, as we've accomplished a day, I think, in the life of these characters, just about since the last episode, almost a day. You see a nice, a number of 2 roast chickens have been placed out, a bowl of roasted potatoes, some nice vegetables, and a few wine glasses with Henry Lou is just popping the cork and he's addressing, as you're walking down, he's addressing Ick and Tano. And he says, this is a... That was the wrong character. Let me get back into it. All right.
There you go.
This right here is, from some of our other ventures. It's one of the finest wines here, this side of the mountains, and we only usually save it for dignitaries and the like, but I don't know. I feel like I just want to make sure y'all know how much you're appreciated, and thank you again for helping us with another big herding.
Is it red or yellow wine? I just want to know. Is it red or yellow?
I hate to be that guy, but I don't know if there's a yellow wine. I've always heard it white.
Have you heard of Chardonnay? It is yeller as I ever saw it.
Well, okay, it is. Look, so we're having chicken, so it is a yellow wine, but that's just called a pairing.
That's what I thought.
It's
how about we do this real quick? Thank you for being such good. Thank you for opening up your home, feeding us, providing us a place to stay, and offering your wine to us. Right, AC? Now, we don't want to leave here all in the hussy, do we? Now, I don't know what's going on between you two. That ain't none of my business. Y'all ain't been acting right since we got here. And I think it'd be good for everybody if y'all just kind of hugged it out.
Well, I mean, I don't want to force anybody into anything, but AC Jane, I do wish. I've tried. I don't fully understand. Has anyone seen a notebook?
You mean the one I brought up to your room last night?
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. But then it went missing again. This is DM Nathan trying to rectify the fact that I thought that was delivered, but then Wendy clearly said that she was reading it all night. And I didn't correct it then.
Well, I was under the understanding that you had it as of this morning. So, no, I don't know what happened to it. But there's a lot of drawings in there. There's drawings of, woodland creatures. Maybe you love them. Nobody knows what you love. That's just an observation. I was just making just a general observation.
All right, and he just starts pouring himself some wine.
I would like a glass of that, please. I want to say 2 feet. The 2 feet hospitality.
2 foot clan.
2 foot clan. That's what I said. Hospitality.
We are the 2 feet.
Very well received and appreciated. And if you are ever looking to make headway with this vintage over in Adraxia, let me know. Maybe I could take a case or two and pique some interest. We'll see. Maybe we could be friends, be partners, trading partners. Any job will do.
I mean, I'd be happy to send a case back with you if with the promise that y'all get it into the tavern and just see if they like it.
I can make that happen.
All right. Look, that chicken's going to get cold. Can we put aside our differences long enough to have a meal together, Casey?
I just pull off a little leg.
How big is this chicken?
There's two of them. There's two of them.
I just take
Is it
one.
like the turkey leg at Disneyland? Is that what I'm looking at?
It does kind of look like one of those.
Right
Not the
outside
full-
of
like,
Indiana
it's not-
Jones.
It's not the big one, like in Hook, like where the kids are just like, ah. But it's, I mean, it's like a regular turkey leg. Like, it exponentially bigger than what we think a chicken leg would be.
And Hasey's adorable ass little arms. It's pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Shrek. I'm like angrily eating it as I look at you.
Right. He walks around the table, pouring everyone a glass of wine. He pauses near Tano.
You know what? I understand. Can I get some water?
He just kind of nods and grabs the pitcher on the table, pours you a glass, and then sits down. You all have a relatively uneventful meal. A meal of some awkward silences with Hasty Jane staring at Henry Lou. Just like that.
Man, I really like these lovely, not awkward silences. Man, nothing really makes me happier than a good family dinner between friends where we can just set aside our differences and be people of peace for a couple of minutes. Right, Lita? Yeah.
You know what I really like? I like it when people don't send you to picnic spots that's infested with gnolls.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Wait, what?
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 Wait, what?
Yeah, don't act innocent. You know exactly what you did.
No, I'm sorry.
You should be.
Look, I don't know what it's like in Ataraxia, but it's close to the mountain. Things are just changing. I mean, we're used to things trying to get our sheep. But more and more often, that's just becoming a problem. Those dark terrors in the night, you never know what might... The fact that they're showing up in the daytime now, I mean, well...
Look, there's no way to preview this music before I push buttons, okay?
Look, I'm sorry for the awkward mood change. Look, I gave the boys in the bunkhouse a piano because, well, they're good workers and they just want some entertainment now and again. We honestly upgraded ours, so we gave them the older one. But Zog's getting real good. If you got to admit.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Lighthearted.
Reminds me of
moment of reprieve.
Reminds me of
a
couple parties of back in AM.
An AM?
Yeah. Couple late nights under the stars.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither, I guess. Well,
I mean, I remember one or two nights. I remember one or two. I don't remember all of the nights.
I mean, I don't remember every night ever that I've lived. Just like I know Mr. Tano probably doesn't remember last night.
Oh, just like you don't remember sending flowers. That's fine. I remember you. You don't remember a lot of stuff. Let's go.
Okay, how are we back? I did not. You know what?
No, I know. I know you didn't. That's the problem.
Ladies, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. If you need another day of rest, relaxation, by all means, feel free. Our hospitality is yours. You are right there,
Nathan. Nathan, can I roll insight to see if it actually was a lovely dinner for this gentleman? I'm gonna roll.
You may.
That is a 21. Did he actually have a lovely dinner?
You know what? He didn't. Really? You know what? Kano, you've been around dignitaries. You've been trying to spread the word of Ravnica. This guy, he's just putting on a face right now, trying to get out of a situation that isn't necessarily where he wants to be.
Yep. Just wanted to make sure. Kano,
you know this man's heart. All right, Lamar needs a minute. Well, he takes a minute. We're just gonna have Henry Lou make his way upstairs.
Henry Lou, can I grab you for a second here?
Yeah.
Pull him off into the
another
kitchen. No, I just want to I'll scoop up some plates or something and act like I'm helping him, whatever, clear or something. But I just want to look. I've known 𝙎𝙀𝘼𝙎𝙎 for a long time. The key to not being where you're at are just a couple key phrases. The first one, you were right. And the second one is, I'm sorry. Even if you did nothing wrong, because most likely you did not. But if you want to stay...
Seriously, I do not understand. I do not understand what this whole flower thing is about. Someone shows up with flowers, it's got my name on it. I didn't send a dang thing.
Hold on. Someone sent flowers and you did not take credit for them.
Well, she asked, do you know what this is? And I said, yeah, that's a red tulip. It's usually a sign of affection. And then she said, that's what I thought, threw them down on the ground, and walked away. What happened?
We're gonna work on reading the room, my friend. You gotta do a little bit of work. Just go with it. You could see by the third word you say, 𝙎𝙀𝘼𝙎𝙎's face will react, and you know if you're going down the right path, or you need to pivot hard. And let me tell you, my left side hurts from all the pivots. Just keep your eyes open, be perceptive. You can navigate. It's worth it. I know she ain't got no hair right now, but that's okay. It's coming back.
I mean, it's coming back. What happened with that anyway?
Well,
was that a choice?
No, so I mean, you know, she's got the magic
y'all, what are you
ability.
talking about over there at the corner of that table?
Are we talking about fireballs?
We went in the kitchen.
She cast a fireball. A little too close, I think. Everybody, I think, or the magic got weird in the past and her hair fell out. A lot of things have happened to us. She's been through a lot, and she just needs someone to support her, and it's worth it.
Magic got weird and her hair fell out. That's just the statement of the night.
Kano just reaches over and pets 𝙎𝙀𝘼𝙎𝙎 on her frizzy-haired head.
Oh, take his hand.
That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
I hold it as long as I can.
I appreciate you, and he takes the back stairs up to his room, avoiding going back out into the dining room, and turns in for the night.
I grab another bottle of the wine or something.
Oh,
coming out of the kitchen.
Are they romantic?
All right.
I come back to the table, sit down. I fill 3 of our goblets, leaving Tano out because he wanted water. We should leave pretty early, I think, to get back. Because it's 2 days on the road.
Read the shortcut for the long way.
Yeah.
I thought we couldn't take the shortcut. I thought a bridge went out.
But I thought there was a
No.
transportation person.
No, the fast way is dangerous. It has a whole bunch of crap in the way. That would have been the danger with the sheep, so we took the long way because it's safe for the sheep. But now we ain't got the sheep no more. We take the shorter route.
Take short way. I got my horse. I got Tranquility.
We don't have to go
You got
across
horse?
that bridge no
Yeah.
more. Yep.
Yeah.
Horse is a good horse. That's a fine horse.
So we'll take the short way. I think we leave at sunup. Be back in the shop. Day and a half, I think.
Oh, the best before this one over here ends up killing the entire 2-foot clan. You doing okay there, Hasty? You seem to be a little tense.
No, I'm fine. I'm going
She's
to bed.
just, yeah, she just has a lot on her mind. That's all.
Hasty, don't hurt the house owner. You be good.
No. And then I
They
just shut
won't
my
be
door.
disappointing you.
I can't hear you.
These doors ain't that thick. Actually, they're pretty good doors. He turns
I
to Lee,
can't
actually, they're
hear
pretty
what
good
you're
doors.
saying.
With Tano's passive perception of 17, you go, you know exactly what I'm saying!
Glita, are you going upstairs with Hasty Jane?
No, I'm gonna make my way out to the sheep pen.
Okay.
You're gonna glitter some sheep.
All right, Glita's heading out to the sheep pen. Ick and Tano, you turning in?
Yeah. I'm gonna go sleep.
Yeah,
All right, so Ick and Tano go upstairs. Glita, you kind of wait until they're heading out, and then you head out the front door. Darkness has fallen as you look around. You see a light on in the bunkhouse. Number of lights still upstairs from gas lamps. And you take off towards the pen, right? You want to go to glitter up some sheep, right?
Yeah, probably just one. I only have a handful of pink glitter, so not enough for the whole pen of sheep.
You start sneaking out there, trying to be as quiet as possible, so as to not startle the sheep. You haven't really made a noise. You're able to get off the porch all right. The grass is quiet underfoot. Yet all of a sudden, you hear the sheep start bleating. Bleating.
Oh.
They're not just
I'll-
gushing blood.
What's wrong?
They start
stop
moving
dead in my
toward.
track.
They start moving towards you and away from the farther end of the pen.
Oh, okay.
And as you look, and your eyes, being dwarven, quickly adjust to the dark, you see a number of figures stalking slowly towards the sheep. There looks to be, I don't know, maybe 5. As these glowing eyes just peek out through the grass, and slowly 2 of them raise up onto hind legs. And that is where we're going to leave it for the evening.
No.
The party seems to have... Man, that took a lot longer to get through a day than I thought it would.
We did so much of
boy.
nothing.
Boy,
Look at all them threads we're pulling, Nathan. Your tapestry.
I love it. This is what a tapestry. All right, hey, we're gonna have some fun. Here's what's gonna happen. Jared, tell me about Wendy.
Wendy. She sits over here, this way. Wendy Lee Zaney on the socials, or over on YouTube at the Movie Couple. She's just neat. She's on a lot of the DAT Network shows. I think her next one is coming up on Saturday. Correct? Yep. Kings of Dirt. So that's exciting. You can find her here on Twitch at 𝙎𝙀𝘼𝙎𝙊𝙉. And yeah, I think I got it right.
I think that was pretty good.
Well done.
So Wendy, why don't you tell us about Jessica?
Jessica Kenny playing the one and only 𝙎𝙍𝙀𝙎𝙎, being the best there can ever be. You can find her at all social media at 𝙎𝙀𝘼𝙎𝙀1, or is it 𝙎𝙎𝙀𝘼𝙎𝙀01? It's 1? Alright. And you can find her here every Wednesday while we go through odd jobs and try to sort out our feelings about our ex, Henry Twofoot.
We're going to change the name. It's going to be Bedlam and Discord Therapy Sessions. It's a new show name. Well done, Wendy. Hey, Jessica, why don't you tell us all about Lamar?
His name is Lamar the Con Guy, and he's at I'm trying to do a cool. No, I can't do it. He's just got the coolest.
Can you do an Irish accent?
Voice. I tried. Nope, that's Yoda. I can't. It's Lamar the Con Guy. He's awesome. He's on all the things. He's bigger than life. He's amazing. He's my elephant that I pull around on a string. He's the best. He's Lamar Harris.
Lamar, why don't you tell us about Jared? Try and top that.
That guy, his name is Jared. He is at Jared Hoy on social medias. He is the creative director here at the Dat Network. He also has his own Twitch. That's called The Real Gobshite. Good luck spelling that without looking it up. He's a great director of photography, a great creative person. I'm glad that I've known him for all these years, and overall, I think I'll be seeing them next time, probably on Monday, where he'll be doing things throughout the week, and fine.
Yeah! Did it!
Now, Jared, you do Nathan.
That's Nathan Daddy Andrzejczyk. Also at Andrzejczyk on
because
all
I'm
the
gonna have a
socials.
kid.
Yeah. No, I don't know what you were thinking about.
No, you made it less cool. That's cool.
Yeah. Nathan's a gifted actor and performer. You can find him over on, I wanted to say Total Request Live, but that was wrong because that was Carson Daly and forever ago. Swag Bucks. Nathan hosts Swag Bucks. Fridays he usually takes over the show, I believe.
I do, Fridays.
He's a cool guy. You can just Google him, Nathan Andrzejczyk. You'll find out what you need. He's a cool guy.
There you go. And yeah, good luck spelling Andrzejczyk without looking it up. But hey. There you have it, folks. First episode, Bedlam and Discord Odd Jobs here on the Dat Network. I think we brought just about all the Bedlam and Discord we could. That'll about do it. We'll see you back here next week to see if Lita is about to... Well, things have gotten hairy. So, we'll see you then, and until then... Goodbye?
We got a
red rose in a slew of daisies.
Always say yes, even if you didn't send the flowers.
Always say
That's the lesson.
Yeah. All right,
Ever roll a 1 on a con save after you've been drinking? Bye, everybody!
All right, we'll see you next week, everyone. Bye.